Oh, hey, bud. We're starting a little late. Yeah, I know. I got distracted. Procrastination is the something of something and something. That's what they say. I don't want a YouTube family plan. I don't have a family. Get out of here. I wish I could tell them that. I don't have a family. Stop asking me if I want a family plan. There we go. Zachary is live. Hope so. If not, I'm dead, and that sucks. Although if I'm dead and doing a live stream, that's pretty cool. It means I'm a ghost, Berber, and it's perfect for Halloween. Berber, what are we doing for Halloween, bud? I want to dress up, but I don't have a costume. Too late to get one now. And also, I don't know what costume you'd be okay with, because if I put a mask on, you're going to try to bite the hell out of my face. Yeah, and that's not fun for me. T-Mobile, stop texting me. Yeah, we'll call again. There we go. Burby Bro, Oreo, live shout outs, YouTube. Burr. Hi, bud. Oh, Barbara, I forgot to set up the studio light. That's alright. We're already running late. That would take like another 5 minutes. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Can you say hi? Go hello. Barbara, pretty soon I'm gonna throw the shirt away. Yeah. YouTube's gonna get mad at me for showing skin. Yeah. Yeah. You keep chewing down this way, I'm gonna have to throw the shirt away, bub. Yeah. No one wants to see man boobs, bud. Thank you all for the kind words about Oreo. He is a 22-year-old Red Lord Amazon. I've had him his entire life. Well, he's been in my family his entire life. I raised him from, oh gosh, what's the math on that? I raised him for most of his life, and then I moved away to go to college, and then I got him back after college. So I raised him for probably 80% of his life, we'll say. Have a good night. Thank you, too. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And if you want to read his origin story, zachhertz.com/Oreo. Oreo wrote it, so it's a little biased, but that's okay. He pecked it out on the keyboard one letter at a time. So any spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes are all his. And he didn't run it through Microsoft Word. Actually, I think I did. Are you a rescue? Are you a rescue Berber? Yeah. Yeah, you're a rescue Berber. Yeah, the breeder wanted to euthanize you because you're missing your right foot due to her stupidity. Yeah. And that's just dumb. Don't put a Berber down because he's missing his right foot. There are parrots out there that have no feet. Yeah, and they do fine. You're lucky you got one foot. Yeah, are you making cute noises? I fucked that up. Anyway, I've been trying to teach him Star Wars. And let's be honest, the Imperial March, best Star Wars song. Duel of the Fates is also pretty good. Hi, Zach and Ryan. What's up? What's up? Hey, don't bite the headphones, bud. These headphones are already on their last legs. Don't be trying to rip them apart, bub. Yeah. These are vital to what we do here. And I'd rather not have to wear over the ear headphones because you will rip them up even more. You tolerate the earbuds. You do not tolerate over the ear headphones. No, you're very rude to them. And if there's any exposed wires, you will go for them. Cool bird, thank you, thank you. You all excited for Halloween? Anyone getting obliterated? Taking kids out trick or treating? I don't know. What do people do on Halloween? We'll be here live on doing a stream, so feel free to stop by. Maybe I'll tell some spooky stories. Oreo will laugh maniacally and try to summon demons as he usually does. If this was TikTok, I'd play some music, but it's YouTube, so I'll have to try to find some royalty-free music that's spooky. Blessed that be the caffeine that runs through my veins. Hi, buddy. Maybe if people come to the door trick or treating, I'll steal their candy, baby. Or you can do it. That way, it's not illegal. No one's gonna get upset about a parrot stealing kids' candy. All right? Yeah. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. My dad was notoriously bad about stealing my candy. We'd go trick or treating, and I'd get home and fall asleep, and half my bag would be missing the next morning. Little punk. He would eat all my favorite candies: Reese's peanut butter cups, Twix bars, Nerds. Your bear is so cute. Thank you. Am I blind? Yes. I lost my eyes at age 2 to, well, right eye at age 1, left eye at age 2 to retinoblastoma, which is cancer of the retinas. Genetic mutation of the RB2 gene. Sorry, is it RB2 gene? I don't know. A bunch of medical nonsense. Basically, I inherited it both from my dad and my bio womb. They treated it with radiation starting at like 2 months old. Right eye was like, can't kill me, bro. And they had to go take out the optic nerve and that eye because the cancer was spreading down through the optic nerve to the brain. And then my left eye was like, cool, cool, hold my beer. And it went nuclear, and they had to eventually go in and take that optic nerve and eye out. They were able to stop the cancer from spreading to the brain because once it does that, it's completely fatal, pretty much at that time. My doctor was treating 4 of us with the same thing. 2 of us walked away, 2 of us didn't. Um, and that is how I became blind. Not a cool story. Pretty boring. I like to change it up from time to time to make it more interesting. Best one though? Alright, best one, I'll tell you the best fake how someone went blind story. So my dad and I were walking through Walmart. Now keep in mind, my dad also had retinoblastoma back in like the 60s. And for some reason, they were able to save one of his eyes. So my dad had vision in his eye. I want to say his left eye. I'm bad at this because my grandpa lost an eye in Vietnam. So I always forget which one lost which one. But anyway, I think my dad has left eye. I should yeah, his left eye. Okay. So we're walking through Walmart, and this kid is like yelling at his mom, being like, "I want a BB gun. I want a BB gun. I want a BB gun. Blah blah blah. I want a pellet gun. Whatever." It's Missouri. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's not uncommon. All right, like kids are always buying pellet guns, BB guns. I had a couple growing up. Like whatever. And this mom is like, "No, no, no." And this kid goes, "Well, Dad would let me have it." And my dad steps in. He's like, "Hey man, do you see my missing eye? Do you know how I lost it?" My dad just like monotone, not joking or kidding. And the kid's like, "Whoa, where did you come from? What's wrong with your eye?" And my dad's like, "Do you know how I lost my eye?" And the kid's like, "No." And my dad, without cracking up or like whatever, just goes, "Shot it. It got shot out. I shot it out with a BB when I was your age." It doesn't say anything else. We just walk away. And then the mom finds us later and goes, "Thank you." And we're like, "Yeah, no problem, whatever." But my dad didn't do it for that. My dad just did it to be funny. Like my dad's his sense of humor was morbid and twisted. So like to us that was hilarious. And the kid stopped asking for that BB gun apparently because the mom was finding us to thank us, and we're like, "Yeah, cool." But that's probably like the best like fake going blind story that my dad or I have ever told. Hey, Turtle, you're late, so am I. We didn't start till like we started 12 minutes ago. I was busy procrastinating and talking to Lacey, and time got away from me. That ADHD time suck, or whatever the kids say. No, your messages are being relayed to me via text to speech. Android, iPhone, Mac, Windows, and Linux all have programs built into them that turn what's on screen from the on-screen text into synthetic speech, and then that's being piped in through an earbud. Because I found that people pay more attention to what's being sent through the message, and they like to pay more attention to the text to speech than they do to me. And my live stream just becomes a bunch of people sending in stuff so they can hear it. And then, especially over on TikTok, a lot of trolls would send in offensive nonsense so that they can like have it broadcast to the whole stream. And the way that TikTok works, if something offensive gets said from my side, even if it's text to speech, would get reported for it because it was coming from my side of the stream, not like the comment section. If that makes sense. So the algorithm over there, the AI that monitors live streams, doesn't distinguish if I say something offensive or it hears something offensive via text to speech. It just knows that my side of the stream said something offensive, so I would get flagged for it, even though text to speech was reading out a comment. So just easier to keep it all quiet. But I could hook up a device to my phone called the Braille display, which is like an electronic teleprompter but for Braille, and theoretically could read your messages. That's all extra steps. I'm lazy. Nothing wrong with dark humor. Agreed. I have a very twisted sense of humor. Therapists would probably call it a coping mechanism. I don't know. I don't go to therapy, so who wants to pay for that? It's funny. I lived in Missouri for 5 years. Never been to Branson. I know of it. Never been there. I literally lived in the middle of like nowhere. Two things about my home, not my hometown, but two things about the town we lived in. Known for drugs and Sean Hornbeck. Hi, buddy. Turtle, how's the puppers? Is she growing into her? Uh, why is my brain blanking? Is she growing into her size? That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, brain fog is a real thing at this point. It's funny, when I was in Chicago, recreational wasn't in yet, so I didn't get to try it there, unfortunately. Got to try lots of tasty food though, so that was good. Again, I lived in Missouri for 5 years, never been to Chicago. Leave Missouri, and then I ended up flying back to Chicago for like 4 days. And I was like, I lived near this place for like 5 years and never been, and I had to go back to Washington State and then to get back down here. And I realized something between Chicago, Arkansas, and Seattle. I do not like living in big cities. It's convenient in a lot of ways, but I'm a small town person. Olympia is about the biggest city I want to live in. Even that, I'm like, ugh. But there's like small little suburbs of Olympia, if you can call them neighborhoods, we'll call them that. Pretty nice. And I'm sure Seattle and all the other cities have those places too. But I was living in like major busy areas of Seattle and St. Louis, and um, when I stayed in Arkansas, sorry, Little Rock, and then Chicago was down like downtown. And at that time, they were doing the Taste of Chicago. I always forget the name of it, but there was like millions of people running around. I was like, no, thank you. She's 35 pounds. Hell yeah. Is she settling in well? She's like, this is my home. I allow you humans to live here. Barbara, I gotta give you a bath. Yeah. Tomorrow's bath day, bud. Yeah, tomorrow's bath day, Bubba. I know you won't like it, but gotta be done, dude. When I was living in Little Rock, I cannot find them. I tried to find the fungi, herbage. Just cannot find it. Apparently didn't know the right people. Caught us a bit earlier. Hell yeah. It's funny because we actually started at like we started late, so I forgot to set up the big light. But that involves setting up a whole tripod, plugging something in. It would have taken extra time, and I was already like ready to be like, oh, we're running late. Let's not do it. So, but we're doing well. How are you? She owns us in the house. She won the Luna Lotto. Hell yeah! It is always awesome to see how dogs settle into their new homes. Like when we got Bobby, well, when Lacey got Bobby, he was a so for those that don't know, Bobby's my roommate's dog. Her name's Lacey, my roommate, not the dog. Um, Bobby dog was he came all the way to us from Texas. They literally the rescue put him in a van and drove him up here. And Bobby dog had a really rough start to life. He had an infection right here between the eyes, and they didn't think he was gonna make it, but he pulled through like a trooper. And he was a kind of a timid, scared dog when we got him. And now he's the boss. Whatever he wants, he gets. It was so cute. I have the recording somewhere. I'll have to find it. But when the first time he was in the house, like within the first, he went upstairs first, and then he came down here. And we have cork floors. Like the floors are made of like these cork tiles. I like them. They're really like soft, and for someone who drops his phone a lot, really nice. And but they make a really distinctive sound. So you hear Bobby's just go thud, 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 all the way down the hallway to the living room, back down the like he got zoomies, but like slow zoomies. He was exploring, he was sniffing, but he was just constantly back and forth, back and forth. And he was just so excited. He's like, "Oh, this is nice. These are all my toys." And even before he came here, like Lacey loaded up on toys, loaded up on a couple different beds, got him like chew toys. That dog was so spoiled. He came with a stuffy in the van. Every dog had their own little stuffy toy in the van, and he came with it. I forget what it was. It might have been his lammy. Honestly, it might have been a little lamb. Um, it was so cool. Hanging out tonight. Just finished up playing up a game. Ooh, what game? Luna came from a Kentucky shelter shipped to Illinois. Nice. I think rescues would make the best dogs. If one thing when I would rescue puppies, I would always look for the. Oh, I almost said that word wrong. I always look for the runt of the litter. I said runt, because those dogs usually have the best personalities. Like every dog I've ever owned, for the most part, has been the the runts, and it's because like I don't know, they just always are like feisty, and their personalities are just the best in my opinion. Does your neck hurt bending like that all the time? No. I honestly don't even know I'm doing it half the time. I also do it when he's not on my shoulder. And people are like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh yeah, I can straighten out my neck. We played through games 2 and 3 of Dispatch. Oh, that sounds like a cool game. You're awesome. Oh, thanks for the kind words. Appreciate that. Y'all are awesome too. Thanks for hanging out and being part of the stream. What time is it? Oh, you know what? Let's do Burberry meds because it's getting late. And I know he's going to take at least 20 minutes to do this. So, 1 second. Let's call up Nurse Lacey. Where is she? Is she not my favorites? Don't tell her, but she's not my favorites. She should be. I don't know why she's not. All right, wash your paws. Are you upstairs or downstairs? Okay. All right, thanks, bro. Bye. Close that. Robert, I don't appreciate that you poop on me, bud. You know, people who get pooped on usually get paid for it. You know that, right? You're gonna get a treat here soon. Yeah, you're gonna get a treat. I know. And I'm gonna see if I can get you some. See if I can get you some other treats that you like Nutriberries. Yeah, instead of just giving you carrots all the time. What, bud? Yeah, just taking a beak, bud. Yeah. Sounds like you got a piece that's about to come off. Yeah, you got a piece that's about to molt off.
I fixed this divot.
Your gonzo mask?
Yeah.
Nice. I had to give context to that statement.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Gotta go keep crafting.
Enjoy. I will tell you said hi. Wait, you can time people out? What? I didn't know you could do that. Can I reverse it? Apparently not. So wait, if my mods put someone in timeout, I can't undo the timeout? What? YouTube, that seems inefficient. Oreo is so good for Lacey? Yes. She's actually been spending more time with them in the mornings. What? YouTube, what the fuck? Bad YouTube. Bad. Okay, buddy, let's get you set up for a treat. Yep. Let's get you set up for a treat. And I gotta take a piss. I gotta take a piss, buddy. Can I get your prescriptions? Yeah, sure. Do you want lacosamide, anti-seizure meds? They're real fun. Okay, buddy. Here's a freshly laundered towel. I had to do some laundry today, so threw in a little bit of your towels. So Sir Oreo has his proper throne. Oh, I forgot to wash the towels that were in your carrier when the power went out. Next load of laundry, I'll throw those in. Hey, don't growl at me. Come here. You want a treat? Yeah, don't growl at me, punk. I'll growl at you. I'll tell her you said hi, turtle. Excuse me. Yeah, I can't undo it either, which is weird. So, I don't know why that person got put timeout, but hopefully they don't get too upset. Hey, don't bite me. That's just rude. I'll put you in timeout, Berber. Then what? Then what? No treat for you, sir. No treat for you, sir. Mwah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get stuff for you, okay? Hi, buddy. Here's water. Here's water right there for you. I got to sneeze. Good thing I got the water down. Ah, you bitch. Sneeze or don't. Hurry up, nose. Figure out what you're doing. Alright, there's a carrot. There's carrot. Ooh. I do love those as well, too. Had a prescription for those for quite a few years. And Dilaudid. Dilaudid's probably my favorite. Hey! Really? Really? You're just gonna throw it on the floor like that, huh? You're just gonna chuck it on the floor, huh? I'll be back. I'll be back. Hey, buddy. Don't drop this one, okay? Always the key to Sturpies. I agree. 100%. Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a piss, okay? Be a good boy. Burby bro. Burby bro, Burby bro. Bro. The Oreo show, indeed. We need to come up with a theme song for the Oreo show. If I had money to put back into the streams, I would definitely hire someone to write a Oreo song, an Oreo show theme song. Compose and produce it. Yeah, parrots are a lot of work. I don't recommend it. If you want a bird, get a pigeon. I always tell people, if you want a bird, get a pigeon. They're easy, quiet. They won't rip a finger off. You get 2 of them. Getting pigeons in pairs is the best. Pigeons alone are not the best. You want 2. You want a pair. But parrots are a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of social interaction. It's like raising a toddler that never grows out of the toddler stage. Also, Turtle, Lacey said hi. She said hi to everybody. Hi, Luna. Burberry go, woof, 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 woof. No, you're not gonna bark? He's like, I'm busy eating, bitch. Get out of here. I'm not for your entertainment, Dad. Come here, coffee. Ow, that was a hard, painful swallow. Don't clip it. Do not clip it. You dirty fucks. She's sleeping. Aw. Bob Dog was sleeping yesterday, day before. And he was doing that little like whimpering thing they do in their sleep, and he was kicking his feet. And I was like, I love when puppies do that. Oreo does that too. He'll be sleeping and he'll make like cute little chirp noises, like little peeps, or he'll make like little sad, scared noises. And if I'm up and I hear that, I'll go over and gently give him a head scratch. I'll go over and be like, "Hey, Bubba," and then I'll give him a head scratch, and I'll wake him up, and he'll usually go. He's like, "Thanks, Dad. I was having a nightmare."
I have so many questions. Oh, shit.
Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, Bob. Hey, young man. Hey there, little feller. What are you doing? Oh, hey, don't bite. That's rude. Buddy boy, buddy boy. I've been in and out a lot today. I apologize, guys. It's a little better when Oreo's in the chair and I can get up and walk away and do stuff. Yeah. It's like he's hosting the show. The hostess with the mostess. Or whatever. Some dumb phrase like that. All that made me want was a hostess Twinkie or a hostess Ding Dong. Or a cosmic brownie. Mmm. Berber, are you watching American Dad? Hey, I tried to pick you up. You bit me. You want me to pick you up now? Yeah? Here, hold on. Let me go dump this water out so it doesn't get spilt. Hey, buddy. Berber, Halloween's coming up. Yeah. He's like, Dad, I don't know what that means. Well, it doesn't really mean anything because we ain't doing anything. We'll be doing a live stream. I'll tell some spooky stories. We'll call it a day. We'll eat some candy that Lacey brings home because she's going out trick-or-treating with her niece. Dressed as... They're going as the Muppets. Lacey's going as Gonzo. And if I was going with them, I'd probably be Animal. Animal's like my favorite Muppet. Animal and Gonzo are probably my two faves. Do y'all have a favorite Muppet? I know I don't have a super young audience, so y'all should know what the Muppets are. According to my YouTube analytics, we'll go with that word. I can say that one a lot easier. My primary audience is between the age of 25 and 40 or something. I think less than 1% of my audience is below 18, which is fantastic. My streams are not for children. And if you're a child watching this, go away! Dude, Animal's badass. Who's your own battle with? Buddy Rich? Oh, yo. I wonder if you can find all of the original Muppet shows, like on DVD or something. Or a way to, like, download them digitally so you can own them and not have to use a streaming service. Back in my young days, I would have pirated them. Allegedly. For legal reasons, I've never pirated anything at all whatsoever. And just because you use Tor doesn't mean you're a pirate. It means you're a classy individual who likes to peer-to-peer share. I am 35, so I'm pretty much dead center on that mark. God, I'm 35. Ugh. I was talking to Lisa's grandma about this. I'm 35, but I feel like I'm living in a 60 to 80-year-old body. Losing all the weight has helped though. That's been a big improvement. Doesn't do anything for the nerve pain, unfortunately, but I feel like I have more energy and stamina, which is nice. Just got to build up muscle now. I lost all the weight and I lost a bit of muscle, so got to build that back up. Doing treadmill every day. Just got to remember to put in the weightlifting as well. Burr, burr, burr. Burr, burr. The haters online say that you're overweight. Yeah, but we don't say that. We call you chonky. Yeah, you're a chonky parrot. Losing the weight is hard in its own right. Yeah, what's actually interesting is I started to lose too much weight. Not to brag, that's not like a brag. That's actually like it scared me how much weight because I got down to for my height, my BMI is a number and a number. But basically, it's between 135 and 160, and that's like the range I'm supposed to be in. And so I wanted to be down to 140, and went down to 140, and then I dropped like 5 more pounds. I was down to 135, and I was like, oh no, this isn't a healthy weight for me. Like 135 is way too like I could count my ribs. Like I still can, but like I felt like a skeleton. I was like, nope, 135 is way too low. So I'm gonna be staying around 145, 150. So staying at that weight, just putting on more muscle, like building up the muscle mass. And I'm not gonna do like the crazy like steroids. Obviously, I don't need that nonsense on top of everything. But weightlifting, cardio, whatever else. Probably should get myself in the habit of doing sit-ups, squats. But my dad was obese. My grandfather was obese. Obesity just runs in my family. Like, I can only think of one other person in my family that's been somewhat skinny. My uncle and my grandma were both very skinny-ish. Everybody else that I don't want to call them out by name because they're still alive, but has trouble with their weight. So, like everybody in my family, like my dad, my grandpa, other people have had diabetes. And by now I thought I would have had it. And I don't, so that's good. And I don't like needles. So, super happy I don't have it and hopefully won't get it. Because injecting myself for insulin every day sounds horrible. You know plenty of people who struggle with their weight. And wait, well, hold on. I misread that comment. Hold on. Plenty of people who struggle with their weight regardless how much they eat. Yeah. So for me, it was calories. I mean, that was my biggest thing. Because I was not taught healthy eating growing up. Um, as I've said before, like in my family, you weren't done until you were like 4 bowls deep. Um, there's just an abundance of food, and not healthy food, like stacks of cookies, um, candy everywhere, uh, cases of soda, um, just like super unhealthy food, ice cream, pizza. It was all like boxed, frozen, cans. So like, just I was not taught healthy eating or calorie counting or even like basic like what's the word, like not limitations but like moderation. And so it took me a long time to kind of train that and to train myself to be like aware of that and to track it to some extent. And getting a Fitbit really helped with that. I mean, I'm not perfect because I just killed like a Tillamook thing of ice cream in like 4 days. So I still am not the healthiest. And I primarily eat like just mac and cheese. So uh, I could do way better. But also finances kind of dictate that a little bit too. My doctor's like, you need to be on the Mediterranean diet. I looked at the Mediterranean diet. I'm like, nope. Some of that sounds delicious, but it's a lot of fish, and fish is gross. I can get behind the olives and the vegetables and the other stuff, but there's a lot of fish in that diet. So I will be substituting the fish for chicken, or chicken of the sea, because I actually don't mind tuna. Oh, dude, destroying a bag of candy in one sitting. Those are the good old days. It's a sense of completion. That's what that is. It's like, hey, look what I did. That bag of Take Fives, I finished it. I accomplished something today. Well, and I was reading a study that say, or an article that was summarizing a study that people with ADHD have a complex relationship with food, and a lot of it is like people with ADHD have a lot of issues with dopamine, and so it takes a lot of dopamine to make us feel satisfied. So that's why we tend to swing for the fences when it comes to things that release dopamine, and that's why we have a lot of issues with like addiction. And I was like, that makes sense. Because out of sight, out of mind, definitely helps with not wanting to go for the fences on that stuff. Like if it's not in the house or it's not around me, I don't really crave it. But if it's right there or I have easy access to it, then I'm gonna go for it. Dude, bowls of candy. Oh man, that was a big thing in my house. My grandma would have like a table with like decorative bowls and lids, and like there would be like gumdrops in one, lifesavers in the other, chocolate in one, like just all these different candies laid out like a buffet. And I could tell who was at the house by how much one bowl of candy was down because we all had different tastes. Like I'd come from school and check the bowls and be like, oh, so and so's been here today. My grandma loved those stupid circus peanut things. Ugh, worst, one of the worst candies out there. It's like flavored styrofoam. As a kid, I hated black licorice. Love it as an adult. But she'd always get black licorice jelly beans, and she'd be like, "Here, have some." I'm like, oh, "No, get out of here." I love them now. Hi, Burber. What time is it, buddy? Oh, wow, it's almost 9 o'clock, bud. It's also amazing how, like, when you start eating healthy-ish, how your body doesn't crave junk food as much. At least for me, anyway. Like, once I switched my brain off of, like, the junk food diet as a primary diet, I started eating, like, different healthier options. I didn't crave sugar as much. Or I started craving more natural sugars, like fruit. Like, I could never eat candy again if I constantly had fruit. Apples, oranges, bananas, strawberries. Like, if that was always in the house, I'd be fine not touching candy ever again. Well, chocolate. Chocolate would be the one thing that I'd be like, I need chocolate. But anything else, I'd be fine. But technically, chocolate is a fruit, so fair to say. I do love gummy bears. I said this on my last stream, I think, but my favorite gummy candies, Lifesavers, Peach Rings, Haribo gummy bears, bottles. Okay, anything Haribo, really. All right. Maybe when we go to the store next time, I'll pick up some gummy Lifesavers just for the hell of it, for old nostalgic reasons. I haven't had them in a while. Hey, bud. There was a video on YouTube that I saw. It was like it showed you how they made Reese's peanut butter cups, and I was like, "That's cool." Not the fact that how they made them, just all the machinery that went into making them. I would love to learn how they made the machines to make that stuff because those machines are like complex. Like, I thought it was like a work line of like people dropping chocolate, dropping peanut butter into little plastic or into little paper trays. No, it's a lot of machinery and it is intense. And as a person who has a mechanical mind, I'm very fascinated by like how did they come up with that? Who designed it? How much tinkering did it take? How many tests did it take to get to that like perfect machinery? How often does it break down? I do love sour candy. I would always win like the warhead contests as kids. Like, we'd put like the sour warheads or whatever, and I love that stuff. So I was like, this is fine. I don't know what y'all are complaining about. I'm a bitch though when it comes to spicy food. Lacey makes fun of me for it all the time. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I like my food enjoyable, not ripping my mouth apart. I want to have lava coming out my ass later and regret my Thai food or my whatever. Call me crazy for wanting to enjoy my food. You love hot spicy. You love hot spicy food, but it hates you. Hell yeah. I will say, I think I've said this before. Ever since I got my gallbladder taken out, I can tolerate it more. It doesn't rip my stomach up. But what does fuck me up now is chocolate milk. Chocolate milk will fuck me up. So, have to do that in small quantities. And eggnog. But I do love eggnog. Mm. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, bud. You're gonna clean your beak? You're gonna clean your beak, Bubba? Uh, yeah, I do love eggnog. I'll drink eggnog year round. I don't mind. It is a Christmas thing, but like, and it does remind me of Christmas. And I love a. There's two things that remind me of Christmas without like hesitation: chai and eggnog. So I love chai. I'll drink that year round for sure. But to me, that's like the quintessential like thing of Christmas. I'll get like a chai and drink it. I'm like, is it December yet? It should be. I'll get like a chai coffee, a chai mocha, yeah, dirty chai or like an eggnog, whatever, mocha latte, and I'm like, yes. I had a Califia eggnog though, like the brand Califia. It was like a non-milk eggnog or non-dairy, whatever. It tasted like cough medicine, and it gave me diarrhea for like 24 hours. It was disgusting. Never again. I don't know what they did to it, but it did not taste like eggnog. It did not have the texture of eggnog. It tasted like Dimetapp. Do they still make Dimetapp? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, not important. Wait, she thinks eggnog tastes like bubblegum? That's so fascinating. I guess I can kind of see that, but not really. There's totally different flavors in there. Also, Lacey had me try flavored vodka, and that shit's out of control. Just drinking it by itself is disgusting. I can see where like mixed into drinks is fine, but like it was disgusting. I've tried the whipped cream one, and I've tried the lavender one, and the whipped cream one's better than the lavender one, but they're both still no. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't drinking it for the flavor. I was drinking it to get fucked up, but no. Just give me a bottle of Tito's and call it a day. You gotta mix it, yeah. I mean, to be fair, she did buy it to mix it. I was buying it to take shots, so one of us was smarter than the other. See, that sounds good. I would drink that. I bought this bourbon. It was on sale. I know why it was on sale now. It was like Knob Creek bourbon or something. Creek Knob, something like that. And I've had bourbon before. I'm not the biggest fan of bourbon. I don't hate it. But that stuff, I bought it at Costco, I believe. That shit was sour. Not like citrus sour, but like it felt like something was off with that batch. I'm used to bourbon having a bit of a flavor, a distinct flavor, but that stuff was like I almost didn't drink it. I was like, I had 2 bottles of it, so I was like, well, I gotta drink it, but damn, I had to mix it to get it down. Angel's Envy. I've not heard of that brand. It sucks. I can't drink anymore, which sucks. I mean, I guess I still technically can. I'm just not supposed to be drinking on anti-seizure meds. But I've always been leery of celebrities doing their own alcohol. But I will say that one of the best vodkas I've had so far in my lifetime, Crystal Head from Dan Aykroyd. I was hesitant to buy it, but I did, and I still have like 3 of the bottles because they're really cool skull shapes, and I love tactile stuff like that. Actually, I might set them up for Halloween. Uh, and I've never had high end vodka. I think that's probably like the most expensive bottles I've had. Like as far as like, well, Tito's is probably around the same price, I guess. But the Crystal Head Onyx, that shit was good. And I'm not low. I'm not like an alcoholic connoisseur by any means. I grew up white trash. All right, PBR's our local reindeer beer. Cheap bottom shelf alcohol is what a lot of people in my family drink. So I'm not like a snob or expert. I was raised with the motto: "You're not drinking for the flavor; you're drinking to get fucked up." So this chair's uncomfortable, Boober. Does it say stateside vodka? Interesting. It just seems like every other week, celebrities or podcasters are coming out with like alcohol. It's hard to keep up with. And up here we have a lot of like local, small batch cideries and whiskey and stuff. So it's like really crazy to like keep up with just locally. I know, buddy. Is it getting late? Should we wrap up? Should we wrap up, my dude? What if I don't want to? I'd be leery as a celebrity to put my name on something though, especially alcohol. I feel like that's like liability or something. I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like putting my name on a thing like alcohol would be definitely risky. I'd put my name on peanut butter or candy or coffee. Those are the things I'd put my name on. Not that I'm a celebrity, but if I was to come out with like a line of something like food, drink related, it'd be like those. I actually did look into putting the Zach and Oreo picture on a bag of coffee. And what's interesting is you can do it on Printify. You can send Printify a photo and they'll slap it on a bag of coffee. But the problem with that is I couldn't figure out what type of coffee it was, where the beans were coming from, if it was fair trade, and if the coffee was actually good. They wouldn't send me a sample. And I'm like, well, I'm not putting my name on something if I don't get to try it first. That's just rude. And we have a couple of local roasters up here. And I thought about just having a bunch of bags printed up and giving them a percentage and being like, here, roast me a bunch of beans that are tasty. Do a 60-40 split. Celebrity endorsed peanut butter podcatcher. Well, my friend, have you heard of TJ Miller? He's a stand-up comedian, and he has 3 or 4 different peanut butter flavors out now. And I've heard they're pretty good. He has a dark chocolate cherry one that I would try. Hi, buddy. Oh, also, BT dubs. I put Instagram back on my phone. So if y'all need to reach me off YouTube, you can hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is at Zachary Hertz, all one word. If I don't get back to you right away, it's probably because it's in the message request thing, and I try to check that every couple days now. So Instagram is the best way to reach me outside of YouTube or Discord. Okay, not Discord, because I barely ever check Discord these days. But we do have a Discord server at zachhertz.com/Discord has the invite link thingy. You can tell I'm not a Discorder, as I've just said Discord invite thingy, so. And I think you have to be 18 plus to get on my Discord server, if I set it up properly. Hi, buddy. I used to use Discord, especially during the pandemic. I just forget about it. I'm more comfortable with it on my computer than my phone. But like, my Discord was more popular on TikTok. But even then, like, a lot of people weren't familiar with Discord because my TikTok audience was in their 50s. And the people that weren't in their 50s were like trolls. So I had to kick a lot of people off Discord, off my server. So Discord just kind of quietly sat in the background. And I primarily use Discord as like a messaging thing more than a server thing. And I'm in a couple other servers for like games and stuff. So, but it just gets so overwhelmingly spammy. I have like so many. I have most of those servers muted because like it's just message after message after message after message, and I'm like, cool. Hey, it's 9:13. We went over time. All right, we are gonna wrap up. Oh yeah, also my Instagram is on my website too. All my social media links are on my website at the top. Or zachhertz.com/socials. I think it's social. I should know this. But yeah, all my current ones are on that page as well. And they're also linked at the top. Anyway, zachhertz.com for all your wonderful Zach and all your nonsense. Huge shout out to the mods tonight. Turtle, thank you for moderating if you're still here. I'm assuming if not, you're sleeping. Along with the puppers. We will be hopefully live on Friday if the weather holds up and no power outages. If you're out having fun on Halloween, enjoy some drinks, enjoy some candy, enjoy whatever it is you're doing. If you're out trick-or-treating with your kid, tell them a cool ghost story. If you're out partying, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Very short list. Stay away from Fenty. I don't know. And we will see you all hopefully on Friday, but if not Friday, when we see you next. I'm going to stop saying we're going to do a Sunday live because just every time I say that, we don't. So I'm going to trick myself into not saying we're doing it, and just hopefully we'll do a Sunday live. But if not, we will catch you on Wednesday, Friday. Those seem to be the 2 days that we've been consistent. Where's chat? Hey, don't bite my ear. See, this is what I'm talking about, Berber. Anytime I have over-the-ear headphones on, you try to attack them. And these are good headphones. These are really good headphones. I actually like these headphones. Please don't destroy them. I've had these headphones for like 5 years. I've supported this brand of headphone for probably the last 10 years.
Hello, turtle. I painted his eyes on.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trusting the process. It's looking a lot better.
Nice.
Like, it's starting to look like Gonzo.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Uh-huh. Anyways, just wanted to say that.
You ruined my wrap-up, bro.
Oh, that was a wrap-up?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of wrapping it up. You ruined my heartfelt message and everything.
Sorry. Rewind.
Yeah. If only. I wish I was a time traveler. Be some things I would do differently. Like, oh, I can't say that on YouTube. It involves a razor blade and a womb. All right, anyway.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta get stuff figured out. There we go. Good night, Joe. I will tell her you said good night. Anyway. Oreo and I love you all. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Have a great Halloween, as I said. Be safe. Be happy as much as you can. Find moments of happiness when and where you can. Laugh at yourselves, but more importantly, laugh at other people. I find that's the best way to laugh. Go read some books, watch some TV. I don't know. Do whatever. Protect your freedom of speech. The world's a crazy, fucked up mess. And if it burns, it burns. Anyway, with those happy words, we love you. Take care. Peace out. See ya. Good night.